I'm gonna run a quick sound test just to see how I sound in conjunction with the background music. Also, what the delay on the stream is. Hello, everyone! Oh my goodness, it has been a minute. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I am here with you all for the final, hopefully, final session of The Hands That Thieve, our Dethrone the Divine campaign. Once again, if you haven't heard of Dethrone the Divine, look it up. It's on itch.io. There are plenty of community copies available. It is often part of RPG packs that aim to aid various troubled locations across the globe, including Palestine and Ukraine, and many other necessary things. Very good system. We doctored the hell out of it for this, but it's very good. Check it out.
Yeah.
With me today are my players. My wonderful players. We'll start with the one first at the top, because Discord decided she would be there. Itsi.
Hi.
Playing Keres, a goddess of, I believe it is death, journeys, and nature.
Yep, those are the big three.
Cool. Over on the far right, Nil.
Hello.
Playing as Thome, crowned god king of battle and honor. Salty.
Oh, me and chicken.
AKA the Salty Sweater. Playing as Otto Sinclair, the relatively newly formed mechanical god of discovery and creation. And last but certainly not least, Vern.
Hello.
Down at that bottom corner there, Vernadera, playing as Nasa, the betrayer goddess of justice and the sky, and now, as she has just informed me, retribution. Which may sound different, may sound like the same thing as justice again, but not exactly.
Very different. Promise.
Very, very, very different, especially for this character. So, if you haven't seen this campaign before, you're starting at the wrong point. I'm not going to recap anything more. Feel free to check out the various other sessions we have done. I will start making playlists for the channel after this one has gone live and after we have completed it. But we're starting pretty late, so we need to get going. Nasa, when we last left off, what happened to that cloud of acid rain? What happened to you?
So, Nasa wasn't welcome to join the others to take Minora, the one who weeps, down into the bottom of the United States of America. So she stayed out top.
This one instead.
Was being all scouty, keeping her eye open, when this weird cloud came in. And it took her a moment to realize it was not one of her clouds, and instead was something. Think of it as a care package from our friends in Australia.
He's so nice.
He's so nice. Shoot your dad. And she determined it was acid rain. And before it could reach Fort Knox, she tried to maneuver it. That didn't work, so she did the only thing she could think of and absorbed it, which made her very sick, spitting out blood. And she was like, well, crisis averted, until she realized there's a bigger one coming, and she doesn't know if she can stop that one.
Much bigger.
But the amount of pain that it caused her has awoken something in her again.
Yes.
that she thought she buried.
Nasa, rather, our camera, after showing us that brief recap, zooms into Nasa's eyes and
No
pulls.
eyes.
Sorry, zooms into Nasa's
I'm blank.
face
Yes.
and pulls out of the eyes, the functioning eyes, of a different woman, a younger woman. A woman staring at an older man, much older, on the ground. Only this man is barely opaque. He is translucent, almost. His white, stark beard curling on itself, even as his once muscular frame begins to wilt, shrivel.
Wait, is this?
He looks at this woman, and he's smiling. Of all the people in my life, all of my kin, should have known. I should have known it would be you.
She looks upon the man with no remorse, no feeling, only hate in her eyes.
No eyes.
No, there are eyes
before she
there right
lost her
now.
eyes. I know where he's going with this. I don't like it.
Exactly what one could expect from the goddess of revenge itself. Very well. If you are to claim me, let it be with your own hands. But know this. Atlas wasn't the only one hefting the burden. If you take this, you can never relinquish it. It will always be yours to hold. Is your rampage ready for that, Nemesis?
It'll be a better world without you. A more justice-oriented one. I'll remake myself anew, and will be without you.
Words are cheap. Let's see you prove it. He fades faster. This is your only chance. You have to do it now.
Will I do it, baby?
Between the translucent, fading shreds, you see a light in Zeus's chest. With no hesitation, you reach in. What little physicality he had bursts. Blood. Not so much rains as dribbles from the wound you create as you reach his heart and pull out his thunderbolt.
Yeah! Oh my god!
With that single link to the sky, you raise it up. And that was the first time you ever felt the presence of the sun and moon. Once they were a kind of kin. Or at least represented by them. You thought that it was them truly. In Helios, later in Apollo. In Diana, and later Artemis. You were wrong. They are beings above the gods. Greater than anything on this world. just as this world is greater than anything that it houses. With all of them gone, you must be their champion now. Your hair, your face, your name. Over the next few centuries, they would all change to befit the new you, the true you. And yet, as we return to the present, as you kneel, clutch your own heart, feel the poison course through you. You feel that old hatred boil up again. But now it has a new target.
And I guess I'm good. Carradine.
You called? You look up. Or rather, well, you do look up, even if you can't see.
I lift my head, yeah.
And this is heard by everyone, regardless of where you are. But Nasa feels the presence of the man whom she has hated. It's different. Very different. But it's him. The shadow is enough. You feel long, flowing hair, likely blonde by its composition. Lithe leather armor. A strange sword at his hip. And that smug grin that never could plaster his face without skin before, but that you could always intuit by the way he treated you. How do you fare, sister? I do hope you don't mind. I thought that this real estate was yet to be claimed. He stands atop the massive cloud of poison and just monstrous feeling energy. And as he's always done, he looks down on you. What do you do? This is a question for basically everyone. You can be outside, you can be inside, wherever you want your character to be positioned in this scene.
Okay. Otto is probably in his little workshop working and hears all this and begins rushing out. But he's kind of in the middle of the base right now, so he's kind of...
Yeah, last time, the last thing he was helping with was figuring out Minora's supply.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. And she is still attempting to supply. I should actually change the background song here. Oh.
I did not expect this to happen. I'm so hyped right now. I thought we would never address it, and that's fine.
Okay, so
I was chill with it just being like a quirky little thing in the background.
yeah, but I thought it would be fun. All right, new music. So Otto's rushing out.
Stab this bitch.
Yeah. Otto's rushing out. We'll address Kara's real quick. Where are you at? What are you doing?
Well, she was with Otto, so I think seeing Otto run out, she's going to run out as well.
Okay, I believe Thome was also down there, correct?
Yeah, it was Thome, Otto, Kara's, and Minora.
Cool. So we're sticking to those parts of the scene, I suppose. I do want to remind you guys that you were aware things were going wrong before this particular moment. So if you want to be outside, that is totally fine.
Thorn would have at least. moved
Oh wait,
outside,
how would
so-
they? How would they have known? Did she? I don't think she said anything.
Yeah, she
yet.
did.
She didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, no, she was. I thought she was in contact with them last time.
No, when I rewatched the episode, we cut off after she saw the big cloud.
Crap. Okay, never mind then. So this would
So
actually.
she hasn't even had a chance to call for them.
Damn, you're right. Well, she doesn't need to now. Everyone heard Karadin. So,
Yeah.
okay. In that case, I suppose you would be rushing out. I think Thome would probably be the fastest. So,
As he's running, he's going to call. Get as many of those canisters to the people. Try to use it. And he grips his sword. We'll distract him.
okay.
How many of those do I have? 2?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think by this point you would have probably 2. But there are ways to speed up the supply line. There are ways to make what you have stretch further. You just need to figure them out. So,
Oh boy,
yep.
Be smart, Salty. Be smart. You got this.
bruh.
All
You
right.
fucking know me.
So, Karis and Thome are on their way out, meaning Nasa would be the first to be able to act. You have your target in sight, and he's on top of a bunch of clouds you can't manipulate. What do you do?
Do I do? I guess I'm going to start calling in my own clouds as like thunder begins to crack and lightning channels through them.
Oh yeah.
And then she's summoning her scythe and she's getting ready.
You notice that the lightning especially is easy to call right now.
Oh.
Whether that's due to your returning domain or due to the environment around you, you can't be 100% certain, not without a roll.
I think with Retribution coming back, like, part of her hair starts to turn black as well, instead of being all flowy and cloud-like anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What can I do? I have 2 HP missing from last time, that's right. Do I just attack him? That's a terrible fucking idea. I could get him talking. I know he loves hearing his own voice. Actually, that's a pretty good idea. So, you finally show your face.
Not that
guess
you
I
can
thank
see
you
it.
for one thing. Well, I can thank you for that.
Immediately.
That's hideous right now. She like spins her scythe. You never were a lurker, Hermes.
Oh, you know that wasn't true. This face managed to get me all sorts of trouble back in the day. I believe you
Alright.
championed a few trying to seek me out. Well, then again, you did for just about all of us, didn't you?
Sweating.
It is so very nice to see the old you coming through once again. It'll be a nice memory after you're gone. He casually draws the sword at his hip, and you feel something that is not solid.
What?
His sword, it's like a river in the air, but it's just as sharp
river
as
of
any
blood.
blade. What's up?
I said this bitch got rivers of blood from fucking Elden Ring.
I guess.
Bitch. Okay, fuck, wait, he has a sword that's like not solid, it's liquid, but it's sharp.
It's called Quicksilver.
I was about to ask if it's made of fucking quicksilver, you son of a bitch!
He was called Mercury by the Romans.
Bastard.
He is also called a bitch!
Only by you.
By me.
He's a bastard.
I mean, you gotta admit he's pretty cool.
He's kind of a
So-
bitch. No, he's cool. I hate it. I hate that he's cool. I hate it so much.
So, are you going to come to me? Or should I go down to you?
Are we going to come?
You always did bring out the worst in me. And she's going to, with a crack of thunder, she vanishes and she's going to try to attack him from the back.
Okay. Go ahead and roll Grace.
Woo! Alright, that is. I assume I can use my funny thingies, right?
Yeah, of course. Throw in your divine dice.
So we got.
Throw in an
what is it,
extra die,
Grace,
too.
right?
You know what? Throw in 2 extra die.
Oh god, I don't like that you're
You're gonna
giving me your
need it.
dice.
That definitely means that you have like no shot, right?
Alright, so we're 6,
Put as
7,
many
8.
dice as you want.
I assume I can use my divine dice.
Of course. Absolutely.
And then I have my
don't think
cloud
you would have
scythe, so
access
does
to
that add an extra thingy?
Oh, sure.
Because I haven't added all the dice that you just gave me. I assume it's because I have the cloud scythe, and then I just used
So-
my flash step.
Cloud Scythe, Flash Step, Retribution, and
Fusion.
Sky. So
And sky.
1 for divine dice. Yeah, go ahead. So whatever your grace is plus divine plus 3 more.
Plus, okay, 1 second.
For the purpose
Some
of
fucking
this
dice.
fight specifically, I'm
2,
gonna
3,
throw in some extra numbers.
6, 7, 8, and then 3 more, and then my divine dice.
Yes.
Okay. Oh Jesus, there's so many fucking dice. Okay, I'm gonna
Tell me
fucking
about it.
need it.
What's
I'm afraid.
yeah?
It would be funny if
Watch
we
me
all
get
rolled shit
fucking
die.
one shot right now.
Yeah, do it. I mean, you should just take on the.
No,
thing
I think
and
I'll
just
keep
start with your roll.
following it what it is. It makes
Why
more
I'm
sense.
thinking
save the
about
roll
it.
for the end.
No, I have to save the ult because it makes me weak for a few moments.
Yeah, you're fine.
That's
If he dies,
That's a
he
lot of
dies.
big numbers.
Actually,
Wait,
no,
that's a
hold on.
lot of big numbers. Wait. Waiting. Okay, that is, and then these are all ones. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a success on my divine dice.
9 successes.
So 9
Okay.
successes.
and I just rolled. So I need probably 4 more. I'll go.
Oh god.
Okay.
4 more? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm scared, Pa.
Okay. So that's
Asa, you're gonna be so fine.
how many successes did you say you got?
9.
9.
Yeah, with my divine dice. So 8 successes, and then my divine dice was a success.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. How much would that be? Oh, nice.
Those 3 extra dice you let me use ate up my bad luck. I'm pretty happy about this.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. You flash step behind him. His sword curls around almost immediately to try to block your blow. But almost
To
isn't
try?
good enough for lightning. You
Fuck yes.
slam your... I forget. While your scythe is in its... Is your scythe in its lightning form or just regular cloud scythe form right now?
Ever since the battle with Minora and her sister, it's had like more lightning on it, but it is still just the scythe.
Okay, it's just the scythe. So as you swing
It's
the
not
scythe
separated
down...
right now.
As you swing the scythe down against him, it does manage to keep the blade from landing straight on him, but the force of the blow still sends him off the cloud immediately. He starts falling through the sky.
Oh, I dive after him.
Yeah.
And
You...
then this time I am going to, like, as we're falling, I'm going to reach up to my scythe and, like, break off the blade, and it turns into a sword.
Cool.
And the staff turns back into my lightning bolt. So cool.
Yep. Right. When he's like
I love
this.
Aces so much. What am I playing you?
Okay.
I miss you already.
I miss you already.
Okay. So I need 3 more and then. Alright. So that's a total. What?
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I am caught up on my level ups.
So you are charging down after him. Go ahead and give me your choice of either a spirit or a might for defense.
Might? Oh no.
Spirit or might.
Oh, this is Spirit or Might. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me use Spirit, sir. Gracious
Given the
and benevolent
circumstances,
DM,
it
sir.
just makes sense.
Can I use my Divine Dice?
Of course. He's in the sky.
Sweet. Alright, so 6. My Divine Dice.
Yeah. Okay.
3s are not successes, right?
3s are not successes, no. But I'll be nice and let you know that they're not successes for him either.
Sweet.
Oh,
Okay.
that's nice.
Oh, my Divine Dice failed.
Yes.
Okay, so 4 successes. And then a miss on the Divine Dice.
Okay, so you are going to take 2 HP from this.
Oh, fuck.
You
Oh, shit. Okay,
charge
5.
down. The unfortunate, you know how to, you know who Eisen is, and
Yeah.
that the only reason you weren't able to fight him was because he had a fucking army at his beck and call at any given moment. You know who Hermes is, or was, and that, give me just a moment.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
Raggy.
I already had
Ruh-roh.
Fuck. Anyway,
So.
so
Oh, this might.
you know that Hermes wasn't ever really much of a fighter, that you probably wouldn't have been able to catch him. You've never fought Carradine the Capable.
Oh, fuck me.
You charge down at him only to find that a blade is already cutting down along your side. You look down and see the liquid of that sword, for lack of a better word,
Sword.
has detached from the rest of the blade and now floats away as droplets, only to shimmer back into his sheath. The momentary distraction is enough for him to swirl his hair around, only for you to, in that moment, recognize that it's not actually his hair.
Oh.
It's a
What?
cape.
What?
And in
Made of
flipping
hair?
it around, he catches the wind and barely moves out of the way of your blow. Toro! It is at this moment that Thome and Karez would... Actually, probably just Thome, he's a lot faster than either of you. Would emerge from the depths of Fort Knox to see a battle raging in the skies above you, along with a massive greenish, sickly-looking cloud that is raining down. Well, rain. But as you stare at the horizon beneath its downpour, you see trees and brush melting away. So, Thome, what do you do?
Well, I have no idea how to handle that cloud, and I have to just pray that Otto has a plan. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. While running, he grits his teeth. The moment he steps foot out of Fort Knox, he's no longer going to hold back. With all of his strength, he wants to slam off the ground towards Garrison.
Okay, roll might.
Okay. When
Sorry,
he gets there,
what were you gonna do?
don't change. I want him to also activate his sword, but not pulling it fully out, more of like just around him. I want to connect with him, but I don't want to slash him. I want to punch him in the fucking face.
Good.
And send him as far away from here as possible. Ideally, where he sealed me away, because I'm a petty bitch.
Sounds
This
good.
is alright.
Roll might plus divine.
8, 9.
I'll add 2 more dice for you for this.
Oh god, I have to get more dice.
Oh my god. That's perfect.
Remember, it's untactical to scream when you go to hit somebody. However, he just screams, "Carradine!" as he just goes to bring the fist into his face.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, I think he's going to go somewhere. I lied. Remember, kids, don't think something's correct before you're done rolling. There's so much dice. 4s are not successes, are they?
They are.
Oh, they are?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh. This just got a lot better. I had 2 successes before this. Now I have a lot. Okay. Now I wish I hit him with my sword. God damn it. 1, 2.
You're still gonna do some damage.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Your fist hurt.
10 successes. With a success on the divine die.
Dude, that is so hot. I'm so excited.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of those are 4s.
Oh, this is so cool. Punch him in his bitch ass face.
Okay.
I really didn't think this was gonna go well, and then I was told 4s work, so fuck yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Starting to wish that we were using a less swingy system, but this works. Okay. Yeah. There would be a little bit of a damage penalty anyway. So, but I am going to use that boost. If
Me saying doing no damage to send him to where I was sealed, I'm okay to not hurt him at all.
Oh no,
just throw him.
He's going where you were sealed. That's part. You got a boost on him. You're getting what you want. You are also dealing damage to him. Not as much as you would be if you used your sword. I'm gonna make it like half that. Anyway, right? Come on, pen. This is not the time. Okay. You leap up, fist at the ready, and shouting, "Carradine!" slam into his jawline, just sending him flying in the direction of your resting place. Thankfully, Nasa has enough time to stop before she slashes the space that he was going to be in. And the two of you can connect in air, where she can at least ease your fall.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly put the winds under you and say, oh, God, am I glad to see you.
I
But she wouldn't say
that,
God.
Once they connect, he just goes, "Throw me!"
On it! And then just...
Yeah. Normally I would ask for a might or a spirit, but like this is too cool. You toss Thome in the direction that he just threw Carradine. Thome, you see a heavily bruised Carradine flying almost at the same speed you are, and laughing his fucking ass off. Oh, you haven't changed! Oh, I'm so glad you haven't changed! Karis, this is when you show up. You show up just in time to see Nasa throwing foam at light speed.
Makes perfect sense. No question.
And you also notice the massive cloud of something awful that is melting trees and stuff. You feel pain, searing agony splitting your head as all of these trees and underbrush cry for help.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be possible? Because I don't think Karis has any idea that, like, would it be possible to, instead of getting rid of the cloud, condensing the rain so it's not going everywhere, but try and localize it?
For a different god, maybe. But even Nasa wasn't able to influence this cloud. Yeah.
Dang. Trying to think what to do about that damn cloud.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I know, we gotta get rid of the cloud. Otto, get it together.
Bruh.
I believe
Oh
in
my
you,
God.
Otto.
Actually, I'm gonna ask Karis to roll me spirit.
Okay.
Let's change
Fix your damn
this
spell.
for a second, because we're taking the camera away from
Okay.
Karadin for a sec.
Help me. Ah, I dropped a dice.
You got this, I'd say.
Thanks.
Oh, and you are adding your divine die for this.
I was about to ask, is that with my divine or no?
Yes.
Okay. My divine is a 5, and then I have 3 successes. And 2 fails.
That's enough. You stare at this wreckage. You feel this pain, but it's not death. You've never been hurt by death. Sometimes it's sad, sure. You've witnessed it plenty of times, felt it plenty of times. It can be tragic. It can be emotionally taxing. But it's never painful. Not for you. It's a part of who you are. It's a comfortable sadness. Something you can sit in, live with, feel. This is not that. This is fire burning your lungs. This is energy racing out of your body at a speed fast enough to rip out your skin. This is the most alive feeling you've ever had. And it's terrifying.
Oh,
But
shit.
you can do something about it. You're not sure what, but you can.
I can do something!
Holy shit!
Holy shit! Holy shit.
So what are you gonna try?
Okay. I'm feeling like... Okay, what? I feel alive, I feel alive. Is it, like, specifically, like, the land that makes me... Like, what is making me feel
The
alive? Am I
cloud.
able
What
to
the
figure that
cloud
out?
is doing to your trees. It's not killing them. It is,
It's,
but not
it's
through
doing
the
something
nature
else
of
to them.
death. It's living them to death.
So can I control
Oh!
the trees? Wait, Vern, you have an idea. Tell me what this idea is.
Okay, so radiation makes things alive too hard, and then they just right?
Is that
Isn't
what radiation
isn't that
does?
what the
I
rain is
don't know.
doing?
That's what I just described.
Okay, so the rain is so alive because like nature and stuff that it is killing the plants. Can't you... Would she be able to just, like, push the rain away?
Thinking too small.
Or around? Thinking too small. Okay.
Well,
too
that's
small.
okay. Wait. Thinking too small. This is
Can
like
she
a puzzle.
consolidate it and use it?
That's what I asked
Damn.
earlier, and I couldn't.
He said no.
Yeah. Okay, but it's making the plants come alive. Can't I control the plants?
Okay. Not come alive. It's... What happens when you get cancer?
Oh, your cells. I don't fucking. I
A
have to
part of
remember.
your body attempts to regenerate itself in the wrong place.
Yes.
So
That is essentially
is
happening to every
nature-
single branch on all of these trees because of this cloud. The amount of energy
there-
this cloud has, the amount of life that it has, is so high that it's toxic. And what is one of your
So-
domains?
death.
Nature.
Death, nature.
One of you
journey.
said the correct answer.
Alright, so it has to be nature. Okay, so.
Basil being
So
like,
it's
"Come on,
it's
guys."
aliving them so hard that they
It's a-
die. Like
What is the
cancer.
opposite of life?
It's death. So I said the right answer. It wasn't nature. It's death. Because they're all alive.
Okay, so it
I
is
can
death.
kill them.
Karaz, do you want to make that a roll?
You just-
I can't even.
You can just kill the cloud?
I didn't.
kill the cloud because it's so alive.
You want to try?
Yeah.
All right.
Let her
Roll-
roll something, please.
Roll spirit. Let her. You can roll whatever you want. I'm trying to tell you what is possible.
I believe in you, Itzi. You got this, Karaz. You're gonna kill him so
my God.
hard.
Okay, my divine dice was a 6, and then I got 4 successes and only 1 failure.
I'm proud of you. Let's fucking do this.
Brother.
You got this.
Okay.
You can let me kill the cloud.
I literally just put food in my mouth. Sorry. I'm starving. Give me a second.
That was-
I can't believe it's theoretically this simple that I can just kill it. That doesn't seem right.
You're a
You
god,
are
brother.
a god. Yeah, you are a god. You can just kind of do stuff.
That doesn't make sense to my itty bitty little brain.
Leave bigger.
Nasa just threw Thome several thousand miles after Thome punched a god several thousand miles.
That's an ASM film, you know? Karis is just
You
a
are
local,
objectively
a local Spider-Man.
just as powerful as each of them.
Oh, Karis needs to believe in herself.
hmm
That is
Ooh.
correct.
You reach out your hand in desperation, trying to figure out how to even use your domain. Your first domain, your natural domain.
I've never been able to use it. Let's go.
Not once before today. But as you tap into this, it's the most simple thing you could have thought of. It's like the first time an infant raises their hand. Or even cries. You feel the essence of what you are pull itself out through your hand. Death is not... It is not a void. And it is not a prison. It's the destination. The place everything ends up in. And too strong a beginning always ruins the story. You feel that ending push its way out of you. extend towards the mass in the sky. And when it reaches that mass, there are a lot of ways for a cloud to dissipate. This is unlike any of them. It doesn't shrink, it doesn't condense, it doesn't disperse. It fades. It fizzles. It scatters, pops like a blister, but with no spreading, no contamination, just gone. The mass that was obliterating the natural world, that was about to consume the entire continent, gone. And as you touch it, you know several things. You know that the feeling you felt as you made spiritual contact with the cloud is the same you felt from those glowing rocks back in Australia. And you know that unless those rocks are gone, there's going to be a lot more clouds like that one. This is when Otto emerges, just in time to see Kara's vaporized radiation.
I spent weeks. You just do that.
Did you see?
I think that's the first time I've ever heard Otto genuinely angry.
Otto just throwing down like every little invention he's created that's on his hands. Like, what the fuck?
Damn it. These little pancakes do nothing now.
Did he just go?
Well, we will return to you three in a moment. Unless Nasa decides to chase after Thome, I suppose.
Oh yeah, no, I'm chasing after them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll leave saving the world to Karas and Otto. Thome,
Fighters.
we
come on.
return to
You do.
we return to you. Meeting up with your old nemesis, crashing into the spot where you were sealed. Garridan landed most ungracefully, just straight on his back, covered in that gross flowing cape he has that mimics his own hair. You land however you choose.
He slams down close to him, standing tall, staring at him, kind of just like not making a move because he's down, just genuinely standing and waiting. Stop being dramatic. Get up.
You always take the fun out of everything. He reaches up onto his own hair and rips it out. From it emerges a long flowing red cape. You don't know much about magic, but you can tell instantly that's the shadow. He tosses it to the ground. Every soul of every dead human being that he's ever taken just throws it away. As he stands up, his hair far shorter, but still flowing. You always knew how to ruin my fun.
Sorry, I forget myself. You're the one who trapped me for millennia. And I ruined your fun.
Yes, well, you did make it out. But then... that was pretty fun, too. He snaps his fingers, and around both of you, this whirling darkness emerges. You can see everything within that darkness. But there's this barrier around the two of you. How about another duel? Oh, great God King. For old time's sake.
He inhales slowly. No more puppets. No more masks. No more riddles. No more tricks.
Oh, of course not.
Once my kin. I defended you when you weren't around to others who would besmirch your name. I wished that you could change. Thank you, Keratin, for showing me the folly of my actions.
You are most
Slowly
welcome.
readies his stance.
He pulls out his blade. As for the no more lies and tricks, of course, I will happily agree to that. In fact, I will be entirely honest with you during this entire exchange. Right up until one of us is dead. For the first time since I've been alive, not one lie will loose my lips. Shall we begin? He thrusts. Go ahead and roll might as a defense.
He parries, hopefully.
Of course, throw in your
Might.
divine dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 8. Battle senses. Grabbing this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Should I add one for my magic sword? I won't.
No, that allows you to block Quicksilver.
Yeah. Alright. Still a good amount of dice.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay.
What'd you get?
I'm still rolling. I have a
Okay.
very small dice tray and a lot of dice.
No worries.
Okay, at least that was a success.
No, I think that one. Okay. Okay.
9 successes, 1 on the divine.
Nice. He got 7 one on the divine. So you block it.
Once the blades connect, he smiles a little, probably more in spite of himself, and whispers, "Good to see you too, Quicksilver."
Yeah, once the blade touches your own, it immediately loses that liquefied property and just becomes a rapier. And he pulls back. The blades flash together a few more times. So? Not going to ask anything? After I just said I would be completely honest?
I'm compelled to ask why. And what do you mean by, and what would I mean by that? Everything? Why the 1,000 faces? Why even bother sealing me away? What game is this?
Oh. You know, the most surprising thing, the most shocking answer I think I could possibly give is actually the true one. For the first time, I'm not playing a game. I'm being serious. The Thousand Faces, he, as you exchange blows, go ahead and roll a might to see if you can land a blow on him. And I will roll his grace. Reverse.
Oh, of course he has to use grace.
He's using grace for all of this.
Oh, bastard.
That's... No, 7. 8.
What?
Okay, that was 9. Okay.
Ooh. Yikes. It's fitting that this is when he gets
Okay.
it. Oh, actually, that's not terrible. Six successes and the divine. So 6 successes in total.
7 plus divine.
Bastard.
So, yeah, you exchange blocks. None of you managing to land a hit just yet. As he says, "The Thousand Faces? Those were a game for a while. I thought it a nice way to gain power. After all, our pantheon wouldn't last forever. Humans like change. They like adaptability. And what am I if not adaptive? Sealing you away was simply easier than killing you. Let's be honest, I was never going to beat you fairly. Not the way I was. You were much too powerful, and that sword, much too brilliant. As for what I'm doing now, that is a long story. It is at this moment that Nasa reaches the site, seeing this swirling mass of black. Small and closed, but she can hear fighting inside. Can't feel anything, though. Can't hear words. It's thick, very thick, and can't be pulled apart by the sky itself. Nasa, you want to try to break into this thing?
So I can hear fighting inside still, right?
Yep. The clanging of metal against
Shit.
metal.
We still have our communicators, right? Little earbuds.
You do?
Okay. Nasa's gonna try to communicate with Thome.
Oh.
So she'll like put her hand to her ear and say, Thome, can you hear me? Are you in there?
Don't know if you saw that.
You get nothing.
Mhm.
Nothing.
doesn't connect.
She looks at the clouds nervously, but readies her sword in her left hand and says, "Fuck, what would she say? I hope you aren't mad at me for this, Thome." As she tries to cut through to get in.
Roll grace. Plus your divine. No other bonuses.
No other bonuses. I'm
No
using
other
my weapon.
Not gonna help you here. It's all effort.
Damn. Okay. Okay, so 4 and 4 divine. Okay. So many dice. So many little hands. Okay, this isn't terrible. Ooh, actually, it's not very good at all.
Yeah, be me. Think you did really good, and then see 6 ones and go, fuck.
Funny you should mention that, actually.
GG's.
So, 3 successes, and my divine dice failed.
Damn, brother.
You swing your weapon down. It clangs against this dark void, as if it were made of steel. As you continue your attempts to break through, inside, Carradine continues talking. We zoom in on this dark wall. and then it clears away to see a series of hand-drawn vignettes featuring Caradon. I have observed humanity for a long time. Back when we were part of the same pantheon, you remember what I told you. They're so troubled, and that's why I love them. That remained true for a very long time indeed. So troubled, so treacherous, and yet so hungry. They want so dearly, desperately. But they always stab each other in the back to get it. Can you think of anything more tragic? More beautiful? I can't. And that remained the case for millennia, as I took on a new face, a new name, often clearing away whatever god happened to hold them at the time, to supplant them as my own.
Oh my
I continued to
God,
observe
that's-
it. This treacherous love. And they never failed to disappoint. Well, rather, they never disappointed me. Not once. Every pharaoh taking the power from one before them. Ra, then Isis. The next, and the next. Whatever name you gave them, kings, emperors, presidents, they always took it from someone else. Whatever they wanted. But they were never clear of it. Never came forward with that. Always said I was the true justice. I was what God wanted. What the king, the previous king wanted. What the world wanted. Until something changed. These leaders, these monsters, they became more honest. They said exactly what they were going to do when they rose to power, and you know what happened? They did it! They were accepted, rose up the rankings, became the king, the president, the leader, while hoisting a banner of hatred, destruction. Not one disguised as such, one clear as day. There was no romance in it. No treachery in it. No lying. And no glory, either. They massacred each other. Found arbitrary designs to differentiate themselves from one another. This one's skin is a different color. This one romances a different gender. This one was born in a different place. Or a different way. They had used those befuddlements before. But they had always claimed there was a deeper reason why they looked that way, why they act that way. They didn't feel the need to this time. They just killed. You never sired a child before, did you? You never learned what it was.
That one makes him waver. Like, he just goes, what? And then he probably goes back to blocking, because I didn't think to bring up kids.
Yeah. You have never created something alive. And then watched it grow into something you couldn't even understand anymore. I've done it many times at this point. Most of them I was still able to love. In fact, I was glad to. The way they change, it felt like its own form of treachery. I had never hated a child as much as I hate humanity. I never hated you nearly as much as I hate them. That coincides with the bigger reason. I'm not satisfied just being a god. There is more out there. I don't want to be bound to these parasitic heathens. I want to be free! He, kicks your sword as he shouts that. Gives you some space. Takes a few breaths. The only way to do that is to slaughter them. While they still have faith in me. Well, they have faith in someone. He brings Quicksilver up, and the blade smooths out to kind of glide across his neck without cutting him. I've always envied you, Thome. You always knew exactly what to say, how to say it. And you never used that to your advantage. Only to help others. I admire that about you. Genuinely. It's something I've had to learn to do as well. In the time since we've known each other. In the time since you were gone. But I knew that Minora would not remain faithful forever. I knew that Nasa would remain faithful even shorter a time than that. I knew that I couldn't keep this up. And then I thought about you. You, who even all these millennia later, even after all humanity had forgotten you, the gods remembered. Someone whom those who were worshipped could conceivably worship in turn. Humanity has no reason to hate you. Every reason to follow you. What's one more mask? He swings again. We're going to have another exchange of blows. You roll might, I roll grace. Whoever rolls higher deals damage. Fucking... Man, it works.
Elm, I really need you to roll really high. No pressure.
Yep.
But, you could do that.
See, when you
That'd be
started
really
fucking
good.
talking, I rolled 1. Wait, never mind. Wait, hold on. Keep it up.
Gas him up more. Gas him up more.
If you do this, remember, if you fail this, the whole world might be completely in the shitter. So
No, they got you. You got this. You can clutch it. You can lock in. You got this.
you can totally do this. It's not even that hard.
Yeah, radiation killer.
All right. No, I rolled really fucking good. 1, 2, 3. That's not a pass. I don't know why that's in there. Hold on. I ruined my whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 successes. Success on the divine.
Wow. Cool. That's a boost.
Nice.
So.
I rolled the rest of the dice on my table and they were all fails. Just putting that out there. I think that's the end of my luck.
Yeah. He charges you. How do you counter him?
So after his big talk, and then he says what his end plan is, his end goal, and he rushes. Thome's stance probably breaks as Karen gets a look that he probably never wanted to see again. Utter pity. As he just tilts his head and goes, "Oh. Tell me if this is flexing too hard. I'm gonna go off for a second." The sword just taps the ground as slightly around Thome does the anti-magic. And then he grabs the blade of Quicksilver as it forms. As he leans in, "If you want to be me, let me teach you something." As the crown begins to form fully on his head, what it really means to be a king and have to discipline your subordinates. Headbutt. Lets go of the blade, grabs the clothes. Headbutt again. You have to be diligent. Again. Strong. Patient. Again. You can't let your emotions get the best of you. But when you do, and you find someone who can take it, he smiles sweetly, you miss them, even if they're the ones who stabbed you in the back. Pulls his fist back, punch to the face, just sends him flying. Now get up.
On that last punch, he hits the black wall behind him. I did always love how arrogant you were. He stands up. You're absolutely right. I've let myself slack off. Time to practice some discipline. We cut from that over to Karis and Otto. We'll say in the last few minutes you guys have exchanged information. You know what Karis can do. She knows there's more going on there. And in order to stop it, you need to get to Australia. How the fuck are you gonna do that?
That's a great question.
I can build a boat.
Call the magic Uber that is NASA.
I'm currently outside your house trying to get in.
Yeah.
That's about right. With my jetpack, how if I grab her, how long would it take?
How long or how far?
How long would it take for us to get there?
Assuming you didn't run out of fuel.
Assuming.
Let me. I'm a Google the distance between North America and Australia. Because I'm pretty sure they're literally on opposite ends of the world.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
So about
We're gods. There has to be a way.
It's about 9,000 miles.
Alright.
So, assuming your jetpack moves at about the rate of a car, that's like 60 miles an hour, give or take.
You put the jetpack on the boat, though, and made a speedboat.
Fuck no.
The jetpack is still the thing moving you. It's still gonna be, it's gonna be the same speed. In fact, it'll be worse because you'll have the friction of the water.
I mean, last time I just got spit out by a monster and miraculously ended up there much faster.
Well, what actually happened? You got spit out by Charybdis, and then that put you in Australia, and then you got whisked from Australia to North America, which by NASA. So she could do that if she was there, but she's not here. So how are you gonna do this?
I mean, I guess you guys could try to call me.
Do you really think you would leave the place that you're at right now?
Fair enough, no.
We don't have a plane, access to a plane.
No.
Not at this exact moment. And let me just see.
I kind of fucked you guys. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm trying to figure out how to make my domains work for this because I feel like they should,
Mm. Okay.
but I don't know how. So
Jordan, you said before that I'm not with what I have. I'm not able to just enhance someone's abilities. Because what I want to try to do is I want to try and see if I can. This is so stupid. Because I can't really think of a way for us to get there fast. And I'm knowing Nasa, she's busy actually doing something.
What do you mean, actually doing something? This, if you guys can make this work, you're saving the world.
Mhm.
Anyway, what's your idea?
I mean, like, she's doing something that's also important, you know?
What's the
That's
idea?
Because I want to see if I'm able to enhance how her ability to do what she just did on a basically worldwide scale.
That
Reach over there.
not only is that not something you can do, it would be a very bad idea if you did it.
Mm-hmm.
That is the domain of death.
Yeah.
If you are not precise with it, you will kill everyone faster than the radiation.
Yeah.
However, I'm not going to say anything. That is your department. So, but I will say that reaching that location, now that I think of it, is only one option.
Karis is going to, just try and call Nasa either way and see if she can get in contact
Can I
with her at all.
at least send the winds to you guys, can't I?
You made contact with Caridin. That's right. You attempt to call Nasa. Static.
I made contact. Oh,
He's the god of deception.
you little bitch.
And to be frank, you could do that with the winds, but you were focusing all of your power when you sent Karis from Australia over to North America.
Mhm.
It would be very difficult for you to do all of that pinpoint from such a far distance. Even if you succeeded, you would have to put all of your focus on that and none on Caridin.
Well, I can't even get to Caridin at the moment, so we'll see.
Even as we're doing all of this, you're still struggling to break through that thing. So, we'll see. But yeah.
I'm battering against it, trying to get in, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so we need to get to Australia.
That's one option. You need to figure out how to stop what's going on in Australia. That's the definite answer here. So let's review all of the tools that you have. You have Karaz's death domain. You have the anti-rad goop that is being generated downstairs. You have Otto's brain and his ability to build pretty much anything instantaneously. You have the nature domain. You have journeys. You have creation and discovery.
Okay, this might be really dumb. Is there anything we can send there? Are we able to basically make our own version of a bomb? Can we just go send our own weird death nuke to the death place?
Well, it can't be radioactive because that would be counterintuitive.
No.
But
Somehow put my domain or like any of the anti-magic stuff into that and send it. So it's not us going over there, but rather our magic and the anti-magic. Is that at all possible?
Otto, roll me skill. Kara's roll me spirit. Use both of your divine dice.
So we just tied Karis to a fucking missile and send her to Australia. Good luck.
I mean, believe it or not, you have something faster than a missile.
Okay, 6 or 4.
I don't know what that is. Gotta roll this one too.
My dice know today's important. That's all I'm saying.
This is Divine 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled 4 successes, and then my divine dice was a success as well, so 5 total.
Nice.
8 successes, including Divine.
God damn. Okay. That passes.
I'm gonna think of
Otto. I just need to. I just need you to answer one question.
Yes.
The railgun you mounted on one of the watchtowers. How big is it?
Pretty big. I would say it's kind of like the size that would be maintained by like 3 people when using it.
Okay. That's definitely big enough. Karas, I have a question for you.
Put me in there.
You want to go flying?
Yeah, you
I
want
want
to
to go
fly?
flying so bad. I want
Cool.
to be a bomb.
So you do some minor tinkering with your with your railgun, Otto.
Oh boy.
And Karas, you step into the fucking barrel.
This is the more extreme version of toss me, and I'm so here for it.
The
Shoot me.
calculating this shot is easily the most taxing thing you have ever done in your life, Otto. Every rotor in your brain is centered on just this shot. And in the millisecond when you've got everything perfectly lined up, you pull the trigger. Karas flies through the air faster than any plane could ever go,
Yay.
breaking multiple sound barriers. Karas, I want you to roll might.
Yeah, that's fair.
Put it on the bucket list. Check it off the bucket list. Sent a fucking child flying to
The thing
Australia.
is, I
using
put
a
everything
railgun.
into fucking grace and not might. My might is trash.
Yep.
You're gonna be fine.
that's
little worried.
That's 1 success.
Oh my god.
How
Can't
much-
wait for the anti-radiation splat against the fucking...
How much HP do you have?
HP is might and grace combined or just might?
Might and
Yeah,
Grace
it's might and
combined.
grace.
9.
So you're not dead. That's the good news. The bad news is you do take 6 damage.
Damn.
Okay.
2 health.
That's
Or 3 health. Let's go.
Yeah, you break multiple sound barriers and several bones as you soar through the air. Actually, make that just 5 damage. You are the god of journeys, and this is a hell of a journey.
Nice.
You... Oh... Yeah. You do a lot. But you are focusing all of your effort and energy into radiating death around your person. So that when you do slam into the ground at the end of this shot, it billows out over the hordes of Risen around you. This reintroduction to death kind of bursts the souls from their bodies, making the Risen topple as it dims every single crystal on the continent.
Sick.
It's
That's so sick.
it's not so much like a wave of darkness or ethereal black. It's like a shock wave that just so happens to contain the end of the story. But as it washes over one individual, that person continues to stand. That person looks pissed as they pull a massive piece of headwear, yellow and orange, off of their head, the glass window creasing as they move it. You have met this person only once before, Karis. You would know them as the one who wanders, the keeper of the forgotten secrets of the world. They who withhold all of humanity's knowledge and history. Derise. What did you just do?
I think I just stopped you.
Derise pulls out a fucking gun. Otto! You have attendance. I'm gonna need you to roll skill, because you're gonna do something really stupid.
Oh, yeah. I love doing
It's the
stupid
cane
things.
again. The cane never misses.
Better than the cane.
Auto-shaped cane.
Yeah.
Emerging
Yeah.
from melee combat
He's
for
yeah.
some reason.
He's going in. So yeah, skill plus your divine.
Powered up, get in there.
I hope this works. I hope this works so Otto can land and go, why the fuck am I here?
I'm here. Get shot immediately.
I just love the idea. What if you just straight up hit oh my god.
Derise.
Derise.
Hit the rise in the fucking mouth.
It's possible.
With my big old fucking chrome dome.
It's possible.
Fucking what happened?
That would make me so
Channel the
happy.
fact. Think about shooting your cane.
Oh, I got the same thing.
Oh, you already rolled. Damn. Well.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry.
No,
I
you
harnessed
need
it.
to come in earlier.
Yeah,
I
you're right.
harnessed
You're
it.
right. Oh,
Um,
you harnessed it. Okay, good.
I harnessed it real good. 8, including divine again.
Oh yeah. Fuck that.
Goddamn.
Oh,
So cool.
That's a lot
I'm
of
also gonna
force,
need you
thank
to
God.
roll might.
Yeah, oh, this is gonna be funny.
Look, Carrot's got one success. Just get one. You're fine.
Dude, do you wanna know what my might is?
2.
1.
Oh shit. Never mind.
Mine
Hit
was
the
already
rise.
three.
Might
Don't
one.
die. It's fine.
I also have might 1.
Guys.
I am all grace.
Dude, how do you think I was able to roll fucking such a good skill? I got like 10 in skill, bro.
They put them in
mostly
min-maxing.
Grace.
Alright, it's a 5, so it's a 6 house.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
Singular success.
Yep.
What's your HP?
Please
6.
don't.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll use my body to hit him.
Honestly,
I'll die. I'll
know
die
what?
hitting him.
I gave Karis this. I'll give it to you too. You're gonna take 5.
Oh, awesome.
So you're down to 1. You fire yourself out of this cannon.
yes.
Otto, you feel the servos in your body shut down, one after another. All that remains at this exact moment are the wires connecting everything and the servos in your neck and above.
Mm-hmm.
But as you move, as you fly through the air, your software runs at like miles in minutes. Several thousands of miles in a minute, actually. And you are able to process at lightning speed, or even faster, the exact trajectory you are headed for. And in the last second before you land, you tilt your head, slamming head first into Darius.
Yes.
I think they're dead.
Darling.
The two of you tumble into the dirt for several miles of outback,
Oh my god!
until you eventually slide to a stop by the rocky cliffside of the ocean. Garrus has a bit of a journey, but she'll be there.
Yeah.
We hold on the two of you sprawled out near each other. Your eyes panting, your lights flickering. Before we cut back to Nesa, as she finally chips away at this wall. Nesa, roll me one more attack against this thing.
You got it. Alright, Grace.
Mm-hmm.
I got you, baby. Alright, get my divine dice out. 6, 7, 8. Let me in! Fuck!
I feel like I'm
Wait.
cheating swapping back between these two themes exclusively, but they both work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The divine succeeded, and then 4 successes. So 5 in total.
Okay. With the lower DC, that's enough. You smash and kick your way through this wall. Just in time to see Caradon getting his ass handed to him by a lecturing Thome. Oh! You're here! Well, I must admit, I was hoping to make this quick and easy. But I don't mind leaving another body. I'll just tell them that I failed to save you from Caradon the Capable.
What?
He...
He wants.
Go ahead, Thumb.
He has a misguided idea that he's going to walk out of here as me. And I guess with your corpse draped across him for probably sympathy.
You see, like golden, energy start to boil off of her as, more anger comes up.
Oh,
Oh, man.
oh, please. You think I'm misguided? Oh, one moment. Never mind. You think I'm misguided? You're the one who walked up to death and thought you could leave. Caradin
Oh.
shifts. His face, his body contort as the black dome falls away. And you see that shadow, that cape, get blown further and further away from all of this. He doesn't need it. His arms grow longer, his shoulders morph, crack, splinter. I have held the wisdom of every man in my brain. I have traveled leagues and bounds across every civilization. I am the beginning, the end, and the journey. His head twists until it is upside down. His eyes morph into a jaw. His mouth grows eyeballs. He returns to the visage of Eisen towering over you. And I am the thing under the bed. You have unlocked Caradin's final mask. The Boogeyman.
I look just like that.
Shut the fuck up.
Salty, shut the fuck up. I love you so much.
Alright.
Nisa,
Phase 2, buddy!
Nisa is,
You've been playing Night Rain recently. You're used to this. Get to it.
oh fuck, Nil, we can do this, right? It's just like the last boss we did. It's fine.
I mean, I got him to phase 2. You handle the rest.
Oh,
You have
God.
an ult still. You still have an ult button.
I do.
so-
I do
Yeah.
still have my ult. I do have my ult ready.
gotta
I'll use it to
ult to
revive you. It's
stagger
fine.
Yeah.
I'll use it to get you up. Don't worry.
Dome spins the sword, falling into a stance he's used a few times, as he smiles. No, you're not death. Not a beginning, not an end. You're just a whelp who got too big for his britches. You think that you've been around forever? I exist in every heart. In everyone who stands up. Every weapon clenched. Every teeth gritted. There is honor. There is battle. You're just a part of me. And when this is over, I'll make sure this is a world you would detest.
Okay.
You know, brother.
Let's get our first round of combat going. Thome and Nasa, go ahead and give me your strongest attack roll. Each of
Cool.
you.
I swing. I don't have a...
Just add every possible bonus that you can even remotely reasonably justify.
Alright, so...
I got
Okay.
this. All right. I'm flashing all over the goddamn place. There's thunder cracking everywhere.
6.
Okay. Let's see. All right, we've got justice and retribution. Wait. Okay. So 4, 8 for grace, justice, retribution, a cloud scythe, my flash step.
15.
We're not using the ult yet.
This
Not
is
yet.
wild. 15.
Yeah, the 9 dice.
When the
I think
DM
that's-
says, do your strongest attack, and Vern goes, I'm not gonna hold.
Not yet, not yet. It has to be like the trump card, okay?
That's the.
I mean,
Start
you're
with
in
your own
phase
weakness.
2 right now would be a good time.
Like,
No,
No,
it's,
it's
it-
not.
I know,
It's
I know,
not
I know what
yet.
she's saying. I know what she's saying. It's only the start of phase 2. It's fine, guys.
You know what?
Right.
If one of us
Exactly.
have
You
to
gotta
die,
wait
you have to
until we
drop
get
first.
through. Huh?
If one of us have to go down, I'm gonna make sure it's you.
Why?
This is wild.
I don't have an ult.
This is so wild.
You're
That's
not
fine.
using yours.
Can't wait for you to die
I'm
with
gonna
your
use. Okay,
Don't use your own.
I'm not using my ult yet.
ult.
Yet. Big
I like how
yet.
we're
Okay.
calling it an ult. It's an
It-
what
it
it
is- that
is.
is that's what it is. That's literally how we described it.
Okay, my divine die succeeded. Let me count my successes.
Bugging.
I don't fucking believe what I just read.
My dice got used to someone saying I was gonna do good, and now they're being. Oh, never mind. I just got, sometimes you just gotta bitch, you know.
Yeah, if you bitch
Yeah.
about it, then they're like, you know what? Fuck you, and then roll amazing.
Okay, those are failures.
Okay, well my divine die has got me this entire game.
2, 4, 6, 7 normal successes, and then my divine die succeeded, so 8 in total.
9 successes in total, with one of those being divine.
Okay.
Having a 10 on a stat's disgusting, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I would know he
Oh my
has 2
God.
of them.
Disgusting.
What?
I too only have 2 stats. So get it?
So, well, okay, I can just tell you his stats. Might and Grace are both a 10. Aura is an 8. Skill is a 9, and Spirit is a 12.
Jesus.
My God!
He's
What?
been around for thousands of years.
He's also the main antagonist. So
Stuff
like,
is Thome.
He is the main
Bro, you're-
antagonist.
Thumb's
I've
been
in
asleep.
I've been in a hole for like.
Dude, your dad's fucking, like, jacked. What the hell?
I was
Yeah.
born yesterday.
So, all right.
Okay,
I was
not to be
so-
weird, but
fucking
Daddy?
drink so
So
sweet.
here's-
You
so
can't
here's
do
the-
that.
Here's what's wild about this is that I rolled Might and Grace together, and
20 dice.
he got 7 successes.
No,
No
what?
Get wrecked,
fucking
nerd.
way!
That's it?
Thome, we're built different. Let's fucking go.
And I did all of that with full understanding that I was going to add both of your rolls together. So this is not looking like much of a boss fight here, lads.
Your dad fucking fumbled,
This-
bro.
This
What
looks
the
like a
fuck?
fucking. We're beating
Let's
up
see.
an old man.
Okay, yeah. So
7-11 at night.
cool.
Not ready for a
So
fight.
9
You guys
plus
just
8,
knocked
that's
him
basically
out.
17. He knocks 7 off of that. You have health him in this move. Jesus.
Okay, now I'm gonna. Well,
Now I'm gonna.
Yeah. So he raises his arms, sending out a flurry of shadowy crows towards you before reaching out on his own, swiping claws and gnashing teeth from faces and hands he didn't have until a second ago. Each one trying to scrape and slash and kill, kill, kill. You both tell me how you not only evade all of this, but counter it. How do you counter the original nightmare?
I think Nace is gonna do what she does best and go for the sides to try to overwhelm him and cover Thome's approach as much as she can.
So, to be entirely clear, this is a being that grows heads wherever he wants, hands wherever he wants. There is no side.
Oh,
It's
you know what?
all his front.
Thome, back to back.
Sure.
All right.
Unless you want to do something else. Sorry, I'm so excited. I'm talking a lot.
We can go back to back. It might interfere with anti-magic sword, but that's fine.
Oh, no, good point. Okay, wait. Okay, what do you do, and I'll work around you.
Okay. As this starts, Dome looks at Nasa, gives her like a firm nod, as he rips off the cape that he has. Just throws it just for dramatic effect. And then stomps on the ground so hard that a large piece of earth is brought up, and then he punches it, sending numerous just shrapnels of earth towards him. Not to do damage, because they're just large boulders, and he's a god, but to cover the fact that I'm going to be jumping between them.
Oh, that's a hole.
Okay. You said, wait, I'm sorry, I was thinking about other things. You said you're, cracking a boulder and jumping between it, or?
So basically grabbing a giant piece of earth from below us,
Okay.
breaking it and sending all the shrapnel at him, and then jumping between each of the large pieces to cover
Got it.
myself, but also, yeah.
Cool. You send out this scatter shock of rocks to buffet the various limbs and skulls before charging between all of it. Nasa, how do you work around that?
As Thal makes his approach, the winds whip around her. She's gonna pull back with her thunderbolt, and in between Thome bouncing around between these rocks, she throws it like a needle in a haystack down the center, straight for the main body before darting after it behind Thome.
Okay. Yeah. Thome does that, bursts through. You chuck your lightning bolt through the same hole, just barely above his head. As blade and spear bury themselves in the main body, you snap into place behind Thome and continue slashing. The two of you begin this dual dance against wave after wave of limb, crow, wolf, bat. Fear upon fear.
Things that go up in the night. Oh, fuck. So cool.
Dancing, slashing, dodging, bobbing, weaving, blocking. As you circle the mass before you. As you topple the afterlife. He screams, he cries out, he gnashes, he growls, and he goads. Even if you end me, it won't be the end of this. Humanity will fall. Your eyes will see to that. My only friend! We cut to Darius crawling onto their knees. Karas, I want you to roll me Grace plus your Divine die. You're tapping into journeys for this.
Okay. You got it. I dropped its dice!
Bro, it's 27. Why are motherfuckers
Okay.
popping fireworks outside? What's going on?
It's America.
America! Fireworks every
Okay,
fucking night.
so I don't know how this keeps happening. That is 5 successes plus my divine dice, 6 successes.
Nice. Yeah. You're going to close the gap in time. I just want you to know that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Darius manages to get to their feet. You again. It's always you. Their hand somehow still clutches the pistol, but it's shaking as they attempt to raise it. Otto, what do you do?
Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead. And I'm going to pull out my pocket watch. And I will pause time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sit down. It's like slowly get up, sit down on the ground, pull out whatever I have in my pockets that will help me out with my tools. I'll pull out some tools. And I'll start working on my body
Oh,
using...
I'm sorry, just to supply one thing.
Yes.
As soon as they see movement, their eyes pulls the trigger. You click the watch. There's a muzzle flash in front of you, and a bullet that's being sent that direction.
Sounds fun.
Go ahead.
I'm okay with that. I'm sitting there using my tools to unattach parts and put them in different places. And the whole time I'm thinking, talking to myself, I hope they're okay. It seemed like a dangerous fight back home. That Karis girl she has a lot of potential. I think she'll take this world far. I will keep unattaching parts until my core is exposed.
No.
And I will move my core still attached to a part in my arm. Now my right arm has turned into a cannon. And I will, still sitting down, point it up directly towards their eyes, weapon to weapon. And time will resume, and I will shoot one last act.
Roll Grace.
Alright. Yay! That is 4. But I didn't roll my divine since this is a creation of mine. And another 4. Cool. So 5 successes, including divine.
People often say that your life flashes before your eyes. Otto, you learn today that your programmers agreed. Because apparently they involved a subroutine that shows you everything you've ever experienced. You see a group of excited, terrified, and kind people working alongside each other to build you. Multiple hundreds of attempts down the road, only possible success for the Deific Development Program, the DDP. Top secret, worldwide effort made in the last days of human civilization. Something either to leave behind in the event that humanity died off, or something hopefully to save them. The latter was completely impossible by attempt number 3. They kept working, in secret, hidden away in the ruins of New York City. Because they wanted to know that something good would be brought into this world, even as they left it. The doctor's names flash through your brain. It doesn't seem to matter now. But the faces, the names of the people in Fort Knox, the people under your care, of Nesa, of Thome, Karas. They stay a while longer. They linger at the end. They are what you see when you pull the trigger. Karas, you arrive on a coastline that is about to see 2 deaths. One of a machine god. One of a human god. You can't tell which is which. You are a god of death. You can't give life. But you might be able to prolong the inevitable. I want you to know that if you save Otto's life here, you also save Derai's life. And even if you can, you're gonna have to tell me how.
I don't know if this is possible, but like, if Otto is on this brink of life and death, is Karas able to have like a conversation with him at all?
There is no conversation. You do something right now, or he dies. Remember, Otto is a machine. These images can flash for him within a fraction of a second.
Can I say something?
What's up?
I do want to say, from the time that Otto and Karas have spent time together, usually when Otto is doing something, it's with confidence.
That's what I think too. I'm like, I don't think this is more I wanted to check in with you because I don't think Karas is gonna stop this. But if you were like, please save me, I'd be like, okay, I will try and save you. But I don't think Karas is going to try to stop this. Karas has a respect for the journey of life and understands the sacrifice that Otto is making. So I don't think her instinct would be to stop this. But I want to make sure that you are okay with me not trying to save you.
I'm the one that made the choice to make this happen, you know? It's all or
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Karis isn't going to stop this then. If
Okay.
anything, she's gonna try and make sure it happens.
You don't need to worry about that.
Perfect.
You arrive in time. And you will carry that weight as you watch the core slip from Otto's cannon as a bullet enters his head. The core fires off, and Arise turns from a fully humanoid figure into a pile of viscera. We
Karis is just gonna run up to Otto. Or what remains of Otto.
Otto's core has been completely destroyed. Their only power source gone. What remains is a chassis bearing the visage of your friend. The lights in its eyes completely faded out.
I'm so sorry, Otto. And she's just gonna stay with Otto's body for a while. Because Otto, I think, was truly Karis's first friend, too.
The camera drifts back. As we linger on this moment. And we cut to the false god of the afterlife. As something in him shifts. And every single head screams. Not in agony, but in anguish. In loss. No! No, 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 no! No, 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 not them! Not them! Thome, you've known Carradine for a long time. You've never seen him cry before. The blows keep coming. They're a lot slower. They're a lot less powerful. Go ahead and roll what you're going to roll.
He's crying.
From every
Clearly in
single head.
anguish. What would you say I should roll to keep my defenses up, but to no longer advance? I do not wish to strike him anymore.
I would say you don't need to. Nasa, what about you?
He doesn't see it, so she can only hear it as she like stumbles back and grips her ears. And then lowers them, or lowers her hands after a moment, hearing the crying.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean she'll like turn her head towards Thome?
He closes his eyes and gives a somber, probably nod. from his response. Darius has breathed their last.
As you say that, every single head turns towards you, Thome. Now I need you to roll to defend yourself.
I'm gonna move to defend him as well.
Go for it. You are going to have to use might, though. You're trying to block, not dodge.
Is it like, is the main body like lunging at him, or is
Every
it hands?
arm.
Can I roll my divine dice with this?
I guess this counts as justice. Go for it.
I roll 2 dice.
Nice.
Unless I can roll my flash step as well, which probably not.
Yeah, no.
Well, they did both succeed,
Hey,
but
nice.
it's only 2.
One's divine, isn't it?
Yeah.
At least there's that.
Yeah.
It's not a full.
I tried.
I mean, that's a
Okay,
boost. Boosts are
proof
fucking
is
awesome.
proof. We
So.
can't.
Thome.
Yeah,
He's
so
gonna
it's
get.
just
By
a
the way,
minute.
there's a good chance I get impaled for what he's gonna go try to do. Just gonna put that out there on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, is everyone
He's-
dying tonight? Let's
He's an
go.
idiot who really was too much compassion sometimes. 8 with a divine.
Okay. That's very funny. Together you are able to block this blow. He got 9. No success on the divine. As you hold off these outstretched claws and arms, the heads falter, morph, and dissipate back into one. There was one human I could trust more than any god. And your friends took them away.
We offered them a chance.
You knew they would never take it.
He nods. It means nothing to you. He looks towards him. But I am sorry. This is not words of the man who was once your king. A man who called you brother. Weep for your friend. Mourn. I can wait.
There will be time enough to mourn when you are dead. Are either of you going to swing?
Yes. Probably. If he's attacking, then yes.
Of course he is.
Thome
fine.
is just focused on defending.
Okay, then Nasa, why don't you give me an attack roll? Do you want to use your
I'm
major?
ulting.
Cool.
Do you have any poems with that poem?
I mean, I'm dealing with a bunch of hands coming at me. I really can't do anything about it.
Fair enough. So Nasa, hearing that, says, "Do your mourning now. You won't have time for it." As she powers up, changing her bolt and sword back to her scythe as it begins to gleam and grow bigger. Her blindfold burns away, the one that she wears, because of Caradin because of Eisen. Because he took her eyes. And they gleam gold as she glares him down.
Thome, go ahead and roll me defense as well while we're going through this.
Okay, that is 15 dice.
Good lord.
Unless you're gonna let me add more.
That is including your divine dice already, correct?
Yeah.
Considering
So my grace is 8, and then my spirit is 6, so that's 14, and then 15 because of my divine dice.
go ahead and I'll add one more because of the retribution.
Wait, don't I have a Bane on him?
You do. I'll add 2 more.
Fuck, I have a Bane on it. I could have been using that this whole time.
It's okay. You're
It's
still
like 17
kicking his
dice.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17 dice for this
17
one attack.
dice. I can't even shake them properly in my hands. There's so many. Holy shit, that's a lot of big numbers. Okay. Success, fail, success. The divine die succeeded. Sweet. Success. That's a success. That's a success. That's a fail. Okay, so those ones failed. Okay. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 successes, and one of those is my divine dice. You can call yourself the past, the present, and the future if you want to, Eisen. But even you can be judged.
You have never seen the scales weigh against someone this quickly. Thome, what did you roll for defense?
10.
Okay. So long you have been planning this war. So long you have been working towards tearing it down, the monstrosity before you. So long were you ready for such an agonizing fight. For him to go down this quickly. Nesa, your gaze carrying the light of the sun, the moon, and justice itself burns through the demon's eyes. He screams in physical pain this time, as the darkness around you is blown away. His statue of darkness dissipates, returning him back to the fading body of a little blonde man who thought he would be God. And even when he was always just a little blonde man. He falls to the ground. He begins to fade. And you wait for your blindfold to return. And you wait. And you wait.
I can see again.
As he's falling, leaving Dawn End over where it is, Thome runs. Not like a battle-hardened warrior, not like a king, but like a kid on a playground who watched his friend fall on the ground. He's scrambling, he's probably tripping. He runs over and kneels down. He puts a hand gently on Karen's chest. Just like he said to Minora when he thought he was going to kill her. I'm sorry that I wasn't around. Even if it was your fault. Even if you thought you had one friend. Even if at moments we hated each other. You were always my brother.
I don't know whether to curse you or to thank you. That world you said you're going to make. He looks away from you and just stares up at the sky. Just promise me. And at the very least, it will be a glorious one.
He smiles wide. Of course.
He smirks. And you feel something tug. That's what I love about you, Thumb. You care so strongly. You're not sure how. Actually, no. You know exactly how. It's like making any promise. A few words. And suddenly you're carrying a weight. Thumb, I want you to add glory to your list of domains, if you would.
Ooh, glory.
Yo.
I might fade. But because of you, I'll always be here. You...
Oh, it's a puppy crying.
Sorry.
You're okay, Itzy.
You watch as your first brother and your oldest enemy fades in your arms. So
Does his sword
ends.
disappear too?
Hmm?
Does his sword disappear?
In a manner of speaking, you could say it disappears. You could also say that it finds a new master. Quicksilver melts. And its metal forms around your armor. Your sword would normally dissipate things like this. But who knows what kind of tricks he had up his sleeve that you never got to find out. The hilt is still there, if you're wondering.
He smiles as he picks up the hilt. Well, Nessa, let's go home.
Nasa like walks towards you. Not flying this time. And her blindfold isn't there. She has golden irises, I think. Yeah. And like steps towards you and looks down at where Carradine was. Hmm. Honestly, I thought that I'd lose my sight completely if I killed him. And I was going to be content with him being the last thing I saw. She like breathes a sigh of relief and looks up at you with a smile and says, "Let's go home." Yeah.
The journey
I
home
have to fly.
is... Sorry. You go ahead and answer that question.
It wasn't really a question. He was just sighing about it.
Oh. So, the journey home is a fairly long one, if you are to walk. Which I think Nasa would do.
Yeah,
Because for the
actually.
first time in over 100 years, she can finally see the sky. When you return, you find Keres. She somehow got back. She's the god of journeys. She could figure it out.
Yeah.
Holding the chassis of Otto Sinclair. You...
Is that
Sorry. If you want to
sorry?
say...
No. It's go ahead. I think that's pretty much all she'd say. Is
Okay.
she's in disbelief.
Yeah. You take your time to mourn. The passing of a new god and the beginning of a new age. Humanity will have a lot to learn from this struggle, but they're lucky to have guides to aid them. Your champions would become less leaders than teachers. People aiding others throughout the world, singing songs, teaching self-defense, building roads and legal systems, and new things, different things, but also just one old thing. Something she might be building for the rest of her life. But I suppose that's up to Discovery itself to decide. But one thing's for certain, even as Thome builds an honorable, glorious empire, as Keres demonstrates the journey that is a natural death, as Nasa leaves behind Nemesis for good and establishes a just world underneath a bright blue sky. The chassis that was Otto Sinclair is never buried. Because one woman dreams that its eyes will light once again. And as we flash between images, vignettes, and pieces, we end on a shot of her constructing a large blue orb, fitting it into place, and watching the lights dance. And that is where we will end The Hands That Thieve.
So good.
I want to thank you all for making this a wonderful piece of fiction. I am so glad that I got to share this with all of you. And I'm so grateful to you all for writing such amazing characters that I could mishmash other dolls against. For the last time on this campaign, I'm going to go down the list of all of our players. Playing alongside me tonight has been Vern,
Hi.
aka Vernadera, playing as Nesa, the goddess of the sky and justice. Salty,
Hello.
playing as the dead, suspended, who knows, god of discovery and creation, Otto Sinclair. Itsi,
Yeah.
Itzi Karakurt, playing as Kerez, the goddess of death, journeys, and nature, all of whom you can find on Twitch in the description down below. And Nil,
Hello.
playing as Thome, crowned god king of honor, battle, and glory, whom you can find in the void.
You can just find.
Sorry, Nil.
So that is going to be it for this campaign. We do have some others that are being run by Vern over on Vern's Twitch channel every week. I will be streaming my end of one of them every Friday night. It's going to be another Monster Arts campaign, of which I can actually be a player, which is going to be exciting. We've already played a couple of those sessions, but you'll be able to jump into the story pretty easily. So, again, thank you all so much for watching. You've been a wonderful audience. Take it easy, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.